Hello everybody and welcome back to another brand new video. And today we are back with a brand new video, and it's been a while and I do apologise, but I uploaded on Friday about 5 days ago. I did have a car vlog planned for that, however I've just been so busy that I'm gonna be honest, I forgot to upload it and I had to trim a little bit off the end as well. So because I was talking about sort of stuff I was talking about in the Friday video as well, it wouldn't make sense to upload it because I was sort of leaving most of the stuff to that Friday video, so it wasn't as important. But I just want to keep an eye on this car, make sure I don't go, good I don't go. But yeah, I'm on my way to work today. I've got work now 5 days, well, because it's coming up to Easter holidays, it means I'm getting more shifts, which is quite good. And because it's new tax year next week, I think on the 5th, it's next Wednesday, my next, not the payday, I'm getting paid next Friday, but the one after that, it should be, like, my pay should be bumped up because of the new tax bracket. Because it's going up by like £1 an hour for most age brackets, so that's quite nice. So I'll be getting a bit more money, about £1 an hour more, which I know isn't much, but that if I do 30 hours in a week for 2 weeks, that's an extra £60, which is a tank of fuel. That will help me out loads. And then yeah, so that'll help out. And then I'm planning on, that'd be an extra £100 a month, something like that. That'd be at least an extra 100, let's say, which I know isn't much, but it's better than nothing, you know. It's better than like an extra £5 here and there. Then if I keep doing the survey stuff, I can then put £50 away for that. I need to actually start doing them surveys more, because they can maybe get an extra £150 towards Disneyland, which I've now officially paid off. My girlfriend got paid yesterday. She meant to get paid on Monday, but her work messed up big time. So we had to get all that sorted. That's what we've been trying to sort out the last 2 days. And she's finally got paid after we basically filed a complaint against the company. Within an hour, she got paid. So yeah, because I paid off my half on Friday, well I paid off most of it like the week before, and then on payday I was like, right, I'm going to put the last 100 that I need to pay off, I'm just going to pay it off now, because then that's my half done. So all we've got to do is wait on her half, which I think was 523, which I have paid slightly more because the deposit was like an early Valentine's present. So that sort of makes it a little bit easier. And then this year we decided we're going to spend less money on people for like birthdays and Christmas, because I think everyone's at that age, like everyone we're buying presents for is, well, most of them are at that point in their life, and you know, they've got their own place, they've got kids, you know, they need money as well, they've got bills to pay. So to me, I don't want to spend £50 on a present for one, like each person, and that adds up to like, you know, £500 that I've spent basically half a month's wages on just presents. My girlfriend spent a lot on me on Christmas last year. I think she spent close to 1,000 just on Christmas. I was like, you're mental. I literally said, so you're not doing that again this year because we need to save for a mortgage. So we both sat down, we both spoke about it. It's like, let's set a budget of like £20 for birthdays, £20 for Christmas. That's like on each other. And obviously I do my family for Christmas, she does her family for Christmas, and it just makes it a little bit easier. In terms of I'm actually going to start buying, I've got to buy a birthday present next payday for my sister, and then I need to go see her at some point to actually give her the present, because I gave her her last year's birthday present at Christmas, just because she has kids and I have work, so it just makes it a little bit difficult to sort of plan stuff, see each other. So I need to actually see my dad as well, because I've not seen him since before COVID. But I need to just get that sorted. So I'm thinking I'm off for a week in May. So I'm thinking I might just go down one day. I might even go down the next few weeks, to be honest. See if he's free one week, which is difficult because I've got to try do it on a weekend, but I work weekends. So I've got to wait for me to have a weekend off, which in my holiday I could do. I just thought about it. There is one weekend in May I can do, because my girlfriend's off weekends. I assume my dad's off at the weekend. I've not got his number or anything, just because like we've both got new phones. Well, I've gotten 2 new phones since before COVID. I got my Huawei, which I've still got, but then I've transferred the number over to this one, so my number's only changed once. Then obviously in this time he's probably changed phone numbers as well, so I need to get that sorted. And then I need to figure that out. But I've got a way to contact him. I can always ask my brother or my sister, or I can maybe message someone and arrange something. I'll figure it out, and then when I'm down there I can get his number. It doesn't have social media or anything, so obviously it's just difficult to plan these days. We don't have a number, you don't have social media. But I work things out. But yeah, my passport stuff. I'm going to a less depressing thing. Yeah, my passport's all sorted. I've got the notification, got a text message yesterday and the email saying that they've got my documents. They're just going through it all now, so hopefully in the next few weeks I should get documents back. I'm hoping. So no, Mum's hoping on moving in the next few months, so I'm sort of in the midst of that as well. And then with the passport, I'm just like, I've asked for everything for Disney now to be sent by email, and then I can print it. Just makes it so much easier. Then if there is any house moving, it doesn't affect. That's not going to affect it. So yeah, I had to get someone to verify my identity, so I've gotten that sorted. And once I've done that, I can then send the documents off, which I did. Getting a passport was so stressful, but now that's sort of done. It means I can sort of sit back a little bit. I can sort of relax. Sort of think me and my girlfriend been stressed about for the last month. I sort of starting to ease now. Like, we've both got paid. Well, my pay wasn't an issue. It was more hers. She didn't know what she was getting paid until literally yesterday when she got paid. And then it's like £10 less than what she should get paid, but I did say, did you do any overtime? I think she had done like half an hour over, so it's like, that's probably what it is then. It's probably that half an hour every now and then that's added to the extra £10. So I was like, we're not going to kick up a fuss about it, because otherwise it just causes too many issues. So I was looking at the progress on the roadworks. It's dirt. It's just dirt at this point. But yeah, I'm just sort of trying to take it easy the next few days, because I have got work literally 5 days constant now, which isn't too bad. Like, it's not as bad as it sounds. Like, I've got a closing shift today, and then I've got like a 1 to 8 tomorrow. I mean, it's like 1 o'clock right now. I've got like a 2 to 11, which I don't mind because it's money at the end of the day. I'm getting paid. So a nice 9-hour shift, and I've got like a 7-hour shift tomorrow, which I don't mind. And a 6-hour shift on Friday, which is opening night of Dungeons and Dragons, but I'm like, just have popcorn on our bar upstairs, so I don't mind that. If it's a nice little easy 6-hour shift like that, I don't mind, because I don't have to deal with the main crowd. I've just got to deal with people getting popcorn, which is fairly easy. It's nice and chill when you're up there. And then sort of clean the screens on Saturday, which is like 8.5 hours, which is going to be the horrible one. And that's going to be time consuming. The shift is going to go slow, because I'm going to be in a lot of pain halfway through. What's going on here? Well, I could have. There we go. So I just focused. I didn't know where the lorry is going. But yeah, so I've got a nice little 12/8. It'll be tiring, but 8-hour shifts can't go wrong. Then Sunday, I'm closing again. So closes are quite easy. They're fairly straightforward. I've done them about 1,000 times. Probably not that many. I've not been there for 1,000 days, but I've done them a fair bit. Let's just say a fair amount. So I sort of know what I've got to do. I'm on one tonight. But yeah, I'll sort it all. So not too bad. Then I'm off for 2 days, so I get a bit of recovery time. Like, let's just come off 2 days off. So about 2 days off, 5 days on, 2 days off. So usually I'm having like 5 days off, then a day, and then 4 days in a row, and then a day off. So I don't really get that time to recover. So at least I've had 2 days to sort of just chill. Even though I haven't really been chill, I've just been figuring a bunch of stuff out. Just the Monday. On Monday, I did sort of just stay in the house all day, just play video games. I was like, there's no reason for us to go out. Like, plus we're going out on the Sunday to get some stuff. So I was like, we don't need to go out 2 days in a row, so let's just have a nice chill day in. Just relax. So we've done that, played some video games. That was quite nice. And then on the Tuesday, we had a bunch of stuff to sort out. So we left the house like 10 a.m. yesterday. And we didn't get back to about 8:30, 9 in the evening. That's what I mean, it was quite a long day. But most of it was just party prep, because we're sort of planning a party for one of my girlfriend's relatives, so it's just making stuff for that, which is pretty much mostly done. We've still got a handful of things we've got to do. Important things like the cake, which I'm sorting out on Friday. I know, I'm making a cake. If you've watched my cooking videos, okay, the videos where me and Dylan's on like a cook-off, yeah, it God help them. And I'm working Friday. I start like 3:30, so I'm going down like early in the morning. And then I'm making a cake to go to work, so it's going to be a long day Friday. But, you know, I'll see what I can do. But I've got to make the cake from scratch as well, so I'm just like, it's not even a cake mix, so it makes it more interesting, let's say. But, you know, I mean, my girlfriend, she says I'm a better baker, so that's a bit of confidence. I'm just like, I've not cooked anything from scratch since I'd done food technology in school. And I stopped doing food technology in school in 2014. So it's been about 9 years. Food poisoning. Nah, it should be alright. I've got to get cake stuff. Yeah. I'll sort it. I'll get that sorted. I'm sure I'm not that bad of a cook. Plus my girlfriend's there to somewhat supervise, so if I've got supervision, should be all good. I can't burn down the house. So, Yeah. Man, I did make a good fire yesterday in the fireplace. It was burning for like 5-6 hours, so if I can cook up a meat fire, I can cook a cake, a baked cake. It's not chocolate or anything, so it makes it a little bit easier. It's just a plain cake. And then the icing sort of side of things, my girlfriend said she'll do that. I was like, good, she's a more creative one. I'm just the one preparing the most vital ingredient. And I'll probably cook like a little ball to the side or something. Like a little bit extra to the side just so we can taste it to see what does it taste like. I'll probably quality control the first batch and like each batch to make sure it's all good. Because you know it's got to be of fantastic standards. It's got to be immaculate. And yes, I am meant to be wearing my glasses whilst driving. Am I? No. Luckily, I've got that all over my windscreen. But yeah, I'm meant to be wearing my shoulder brace as well, but I wore it for 10 hours yesterday. It didn't do nothing. Probably because I need to start wearing it again, but all that and I forgot to put it on. Yeah, all that. I'm not wearing my glasses. They're on my head. I'm not wearing it because I'm sort of getting a bit of pain, like on the. I guess this is the bridge of my nose. Is that what people call it? I don't know. We're getting a few pains there the last few days. So I just sort of want to take it easy, if you like. Yeah. You know, just stuff like that. There's not really too much that's gone on other than me being busy, this now being paid off in full, my passport sorted, and that's really it, to be honest. But I can't stop the recording because I've got to keep driving. I've got work the next 5 days. I'm going to try and get this video uploaded tomorrow, which is the 29th, no, the 30th of March. I'm going to try maybe upload it when I get home, schedule it, and then I should be able to upload it when I get home tonight and let it do its thing overnight. That should help. I might start uploading videos before bed because by the time I get home, everyone will be in bed. So I think it'll make it a bit easier. The internet will be a bit faster as well, even though it's really fairly fast internet we've got. I think it should make it a little bit easier. And now don't forget, I can just wake up, do the description. I can even do that in the morning before bed, to be honest. And yeah, makes it a little bit easier for me, then I don't forget. I'm just trying to sort a bunch of things out, and to this YouTube sort of not on the top of that priority list. Like getting my girlfriend's wages sorted was high up there. Getting Disneyland paid off was up there, but I couldn't do that. My girlfriend got paid, and then the passport I got paid off last payday, so it's just now it's out of my hands. It's sort of just a waiting game, so I'm not stressing about that. Now I've been sort of keeping an eye out a few times a day just to make sure that the documents I've got there. But now I've not got the text saying I have got them, so you probably wouldn't update for a week or so. So like maybe on my next days off I'll have a look and I'll see what's happening. But I've got it set up to my text messages, so if anything does happen, if I've got internet or signal, I should get notified. I've not got my email notifications on because they would just be too much. But yeah, seriously, I am tired. I mean, I brought some more Funko Pops. that's the only thing that's really happened in the last week. It's my last video. I brought myself 4 more Funko Pops. And I found a fifth one as I checked out. I was like, I'm not going to buy it yet because I don't want to blow all my money. I've still got about £20 left last week of payday. I was like spending money. I have put an extra £50 towards fuel than what I usually would. I usually put like 100, 120 towards fuel, but this time I was like, I know I'm going to stitch myself up financially if I don't put myself 3 tanks of fuel. And it's Easter holidays, so I gave myself 150, and I'll do the same with the next one. And I've only filled up once, and I've still got basically a full tank so far. The fuel should hopefully last until the end of the week, because I'm driving every single day now, so fingers crossed it lasts me as long as that. It should do, but then I'll have Wednesday, Thursday to work as well. I'll be Wednesday, Thursday. I'm probably working the following weekend too. Yeah, I don't mind. To me, when it's like school holidays, I'd rather work more money because it means more hours because I get more money. Which obviously means I can put more of my savings because me and my girlfriend actually worked out the other day. I think we were talking about this, well, I think I spoke about this a little while ago. But I'm not saying to skip off very quickly, but we were looking at mortgages the other day, just like the range what you could go for. And sort of looking at the village where like some of my family lives, some of her family lives, we could get a 2-bedroom house for £150,000 brand new, or we could get a 3-bedroom house for £140,000. Some of them are like leasehold, basically you own like 40%, you own a percentage, and someone else owns the other percent, but that's someone else like the council or like the housing association. But then when you pay that off, you could then buy off the you can then apply to buy the rest of it off. So we're just looking at that and we're just like, we could do something like that because it would lower the price of the house. We could get a nice house. So 2-3 bedrooms to be ideally what we're looking for, because also better for us. I would like a room for recording because I don't want that in the living room, because it means that the living room can be dedicated solely to hiccup and having people around. But then the last bedroom, because girlfriend wants a Lego City, like a Harry Potter style Lego City. Then she can have a room for that, which then means she can do what she wants in that room. I can do what I want in my room. But then I've got a bedroom for sleeping, which to us we've already said would be the smallest room. Because to be honest, if we're only sleeping in there, what's the point? To me, it just sort of defeats the object of having the biggest room as the bedroom if the other 2 rooms are going to be used more. So, sorry, I didn't have to put it in gear or not. I was like, what's going on? But it's in gear now, so it's all good. But yeah, so we sort of looked at that. Obviously, we're not going to get a mortgage. We're going to start looking at mortgages until at least after Disneyland, so 9-10 months from now. We're just sort of talking because it's nice having money, but to be honest, financially at the moment, I'm still putting £200 a month, which is fairly good. But other than that, I'm not really having much money left over. So I'm spending it all on fuel, getting to and from work. Like, it's sort of like the more I work, the more I've got to put in my tank. So it's sort of trying to find that balance. But I want to earn more money so I can put more away towards a mortgage. So, yeah, just want to try and find that equilibrium between like work and finances and fuel and all that. Because I still got to maintain, like pay for maintenance on the car as well. So I've got to save for that. So I might start saving for the service, to be honest, because then I'm into my savings. I need to get my spark plug sorted, which shouldn't be too bad. I've got someone one of Chloe's relatives said that sort them out for me, so all I've got to do is buy the part. And I'll buy them a case of beer. So I might ask them about the service, see if they can maybe service my car. Because it would cost me a hell of a lot less. Well, I'll save a good £200 on just the service, because if you buy anything, I'll then pay for the parts. It's like, I'll just borrow my girlfriend's car for the day. If any got work, then she can take my car. Sort of, we can do it like that. So we'll figure that out when we get. I'll cross that bridge when I get to it, sort of thing. Yeah. Yes, the spark plugs I actually looked online. The cheapest ones go for like between £4 to £6, which isn't that bad. It's actually really cheap. But if I went to the garage, it could be 80, 90, because obviously I have to pay for the labour as well. So I could save myself like £50, which not so much, but that's an extra £50 I can put towards getting a mortgage. Then me and my girlfriend said at some point we'll go through the storage unit. And we're basically gonna, because we haven't used that stuff for like 6 months, so I'm thinking something we might be able to get rid of. Create some space in there, and then we can maybe put some stuff from our room so far into the storage unit. For example, like if I'm thinking of moving, we can get like a small room, like some of the shelves. I'll probably want to get like bookshelves for everything, like put some of the Lego and all that can go into a storage unit, just because, you know, I don't keep my bookshelf. When we get a mortgage, I'm on a trip to IKEA to be able to get a bunch of them like Billy bookcases, and then put the Funko Pops in that, because I put the Funko Pops in them, but I can get a lot more. I can get a lot of Funko Pops in them. Get like the extra makes it actually go floor to ceiling as well. Makes it a bit easier. I can then get a display cabinet for like my Funko Pop, right? Like a Goat boat and all that. It makes it a little bit easier, and I put Lego behind it as well. So it means the Lego is safe. And yeah, I want to buy the Lego Rivendell as well, but I'm not buying that because out of the savings. I'll only buy that if I get a very good pay rise in the future. Well, before it retires, but it's not like a thing I need, it's just something I want. So, it's not a priority on my financial list. Whereas smart plugs my car are. And then, like, obviously, services my car, MOT in my car. I've got like the Halford Motoring Club, I can get free MOT every year. So I'm just doing that, because I'm essentially paying for the MOT throughout the year. So it makes it a little bit easier. Even though I don't use it all the time, it does save a bit of money. But if I can fix my car for my family, then I'll cancel it, because that's an extra £5 a month. I mean, I say my girlfriend's sort of paying for it, but now she's got a car, she needs to save money as well. And I should be earning similar to what I am. So obviously, I need to work out the finances and all that. Yeah. Well, I'll sort it all out. Yeah, I'm going to Tesco before work, just because I've got to get some lunch food. Just because I'm down to my last batch. I'm down to my last 2 like waffles, but I want to buy something that I've not brought in a while, because I'm starting to get sick of like the same food over and over again. So I want something that I can actually enjoy. So right now I'm just eating for the sake of eating, because I need to eat. But I can get something half decent. I don't want to buy like microwave meals because they're expensive. I don't want to buy stuff like pasta or rice because it's expensive. So it's not only making the pasta and sauces, but when I get a mortgage, I can cook myself like a pasta dish. put it in the fridge, and that's like 2-3 meals worth for me and my girlfriend. I say my girlfriend cook it because I'd probably cook it, to be honest. I'd have to cook some. I'd cook some of it. But if I can go to like a nice clean house, because it's difficult to keep a place clean if it's not clean when you get there. That's what it was when we were renting. Like, literally, we spent hours hoovering the carpets, cleaning the carpets, and you get out of the shower, you walk to the bedroom, and my feet were literally brown. You know, we're just hoovered and cleaned, like scrubbed the carpets. There was just so much dirt in the floor. Like my feet was constantly brown because I always wore socks. It's nice to have dirty feet all the time now, so I just want to get into a house that's clean, really. Because before I moved in, I'd probably give everything a clean anyway. I'd probably get the keys and order a bed, because we've said we want to buy a new bed. Because the one we've got is nice, but it's a cheap one. And when we moved it into the house we are now, sort of the centre bit broke, sort of like in the middle of the bed broke with the legs split. So it'd be nice to get. I want a wooden bed because they are the best ones. Probably get something a bit sturdier, because I wouldn't need under the bed storage. Like I have that cupboard, so I can put like duvets and towels in the cupboard. We're thinking like maybe reducing our wardrobe to like a double wardrobe as opposed to a triple, because then it's obviously paperwork and all that will be elsewhere, and our teddies will be elsewhere. And actually, in our wardrobe right now, we've got the top drawer, which is soaps, which would go in the bathroom. The middle drawer is food, which would go in the kitchen. And the bottom drawer stuff for hiccup, which would go in a cupboard. In the way, like under the stairs or something. So all that part of the wardrobe is basically replaceable, if you like. But then the drawers underneath, we've got drawers underneath for like paperwork, which would go somewhere like the living room or somewhere safe. Somewhere we can get to with easy, but no one else can. And the other drawer could like just whirl. It's like when my girlfriend used to make stuff. She still makes stuff at the moment, but that to me is replaceable. That can go in like that used to be put in like an ottoman and then put in our bedroom, so it just made it a bit easier. Yeah. So all the drawers, like all that, is pretty much we can easily find a space for. But yeah, it'd be nice to have cupboards and more kitchen counters, cupboards and that than we did in our old house. Just because we had like one cupboard for food and that was it. And then the rest of them was like plates and all that, which wasn't ideal. And to us, it wasn't the cleanest. We always had to wash up. We sometimes had to wash up before cooking because our stuff was covered in shit. So, yeah, that wasn't the cleanest house. Yeah. But then we're out of that one now. We're in a warm environment. So a car was coming. Oof. That's not the first I've ever had a car go from Tesco into the housing estate. That is rare. Very rare. There, but we've just gone under. We're now under half tank, so we should be a fair bit, maybe like near a quarter today. Maybe just over a quarter. Obviously, the more I have, the better. Means it lasts a bit longer. Let's park over there. I've still got like half an hour before work, so I'm not in any rush whatsoever. Literally work's like 5-minute drive away, so it's not drastic. So, but anyway guys, I'm going to end this video here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you all next time. See ya!